Hello investors, it's Stuart Cruz with Cruz Asset Management's video chart of the day, and today I'm going to be talking about the initial claims for unemployment insurance. So those numbers ticked up, which is why the market's a little bit flat to down in spite of some great blowout numbers. Actually, Microsoft had some great numbers, but they're actually also down today too. So last week, the U.S. unemployment claims were at 1.3 million, and today they ticked up to 1.4 million. So an additional 100,000 people filed for unemployment than they did last week. And if I add the continuous claims on here, these are the number of people that are continually claiming for unemployment. It looks like it's trending down, so it looks like some more people are going back to work, 16 million, but you could see it tick back up. And just to put things in perspective, this is a long-term chart. And why don't we just throw this down to 2006 so you can see this a little bit better. But here's the financial crisis of 2007. So the worst unemployment number, continuous claims, was in the 600,000s, and we're at 1.416, so more than double that. I hate to keep harping on this, but this is going to come to roost at some point. And really, here's the U.S. unemployment rate, which we're at 11.1%, which we know, but some people are anticipating a tick up in that, and that's going to require more stimulus. And really, it's not that 11% are unemployment. If we look unemployed, if we looked at the U6 number, that number is really like 18%. And that kind of captures more of the people that were discouraged and just decided to leave the workforce. So about a fifth, 1 out of every 5 people are out of work right now. And it takes quite a long time. Again, if we're going to look out over a particular period of time, let's look at how these numbers take a long time to kind of play out. If you have this unemployment that's peaked, it takes a while for it to unwind. So here's from 1993, and it doesn't bottom out until 7 years later. And then here is 2003, and it doesn't bottom out until 4 or 5 years later. So this unemployment problem, which is well beyond what we've seen before since the Great Depression, is going to take the better part of this decade probably to unwind. So, and that's all coupled with the fact that we're at huge multiples in a lot of the FANG stocks. So at some point, this is going to come to roost, and we could either see a lot of inflation, the dollar collapse, or just a correction in the stock market. One of those things, if not multiple of those things, are going to have to happen at some point in order to get back to some sort of normalcy. Okay, so make sure you protect your principal and your assets and invest with the odds in your favor.